Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But I'll come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
And this is Brandy. You're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. Just drink a little root beer and brandy. Yeah, one of my coworkers I was like, oh, I tried that before, and I just decided the other day to when I was at the grocery store, I'm like, hold on, let me get some brandy and let's see if this works. And honestly, it does. It just tastes like alcoholic root beer or root beer. Anyways, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing good, gamers and other folks alike like that. Yeah. If you want to watch these live, you can. Hold on. I'd back up. Hold the freaking phone, dude. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael, as usual. If you want to watch these or listen to these live, you can find it on twitch.tv/Melted Original. All one word. Capitalize the M and melted, the L in lyric, and the O in original. And if you somehow mess it up, may God help you. I don't know. You can also find the VODs on YouTube and eventually other stuff. And hell, even doing this live, honestly, I gotta tell you, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be on Twitch, or if they keep doing the shit they're doing. But we on here, cause yeah, I'd probably keep doing it, at least for a bit. I don't like the stuff they're doing is just stupid as shit. I tell you, it's just dumb. So literally, well, today is Thursday, but literally on Tuesday, they sent out a message or a thing or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, we're updating our program. So now that there's all of these new guidelines that you need to follow, and I don't know when it took effect. I don't know if it was immediately. I have really no idea. But if you were now streams can only show the way that advertisements on streams happen is a lot different than it is now, but people fucking don't like it. Some arbitrary thing is oh, it can only take up a third of the 3% of the screen for an on thing ad, but you can do stuff oh, have stuff in the background, or say, oh yeah, here's this product I'm testing out, or you can play sponsored games, but you can't say oh, if I'm playing like a game out right now, Diablo 4. I don't know why you wouldn't want to play, be sponsored by Activision Blizzard, but to each their own. But say if you were playing Diablo 4 and say Activision Blizzard or something like that, in the corner or whatever, you can't do that. You can't do that. They're sponsored by them. You can't do that. No. You can say it, but you can't do it. There's probably a lot of other legal ease stuff, and that might actually be wrong, but a lot of the stuff that they outlined is pretty freaking tight, and it was stupid as hell. I mean, I don't know the full extent of it, but the way that they did it is just absolutely, completely dumb. It just is. It's just plain up, straight up is. There's no if, ands, buts, or coconuts about it. I love saying, but it's so dumb. Like, why would you want? I mean, it's mainly so that they can get money from the advertisers. Which, okay, sure. But like, you're Amazon. You have other sources of income at the very least, and you're also taking like from like partners, like they're taking over 50%, like they're taking 50%, and I don't really know if they're actually have gone through with the plan of doing the 70-30 cut of them taking 70% and the streamer getting only 30% of the cut, of like when someone subs. I don't know if it has anything to do with donations. I know there are things and ways to get around that, to like directly donate to a streamer, stuff like that. At least I know on YouTube there's like basically super chats and stuff like that. But no, the way that they I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But the way that they're but if both of those things, like with the 70-30 cut and this advertising stuff, it's making it less of an incentive to be on Twitch. Like, and that not only includes like big streamers, but even small ones as well, or even ones that are like games done quick. Like, they have to have ads in the corner of the screen right here, like in the bottom left corner, basically saying like, you know, like literal ads. So like there's no reason for like if they have to take away the ads, like they're not going to get the money that they want. And to like be able to hire on people to, you know, run the stream, do the event, it's, you know, they have to make they have to pay people to do it. It sucks. It really sucks to do it. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But and then of course earlier today they literally backtracked and said, no, we're not going to do it, but it's still technically in their terms of services. So did they actually do it? Who knows? But we'll see. Well, honestly, I mean, it's the fallout and the reaction to it was appropriate, but I think the response is, I mean, it's not going to be immediate. It's not going to be immediate. I mean, literally less than a day for people to be like, yeah, this is bad, and for them to say, yeah, you might be right. Maybe we should have thought before we leaped and leapt, because that's the technical term. But now I don't think that's brain fart. But yeah, I think it's still in there technically because, like, you know, going back and scrubbing and doing all that stuff that they just had before is just not going to happen. But eventually, I think, my honest opinion, and I was like scrolling through this with my girlfriend literally yesterday when I was like watching a video on it, through like their tweet and whatever on that, on their official account, literally, I think the one that summed it up the best, and I don't even think that he actually streams on Twitch. It's literally Jacksepticeye saying like, why don't you just talk to the fucking people that actually stream? And it, like, a guy that's also like, I mean, he's streamed before, but I don't think he really has done a whole lot on Twitch, or as of recent. I don't think. I know he has before. I believe, but I think now he does it mainly on YouTube. I have no idea. But you know, but you know, he's had an audience on YouTube, so why leave? Although, you know, he could, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's stupid. Like, a lot of the decisions, like, say, like, even for, you know, I mean, I feel like it's a lot of the higher ups that are doing it, and there's definitely people that are in these sorts of corporations that do care about the people and know when shit's not right, like that. But it's the higher ups that a lot of the times are the reason that the way that the things that they're putting out is the reason that the things that they're putting out are the way that they are. If that makes sense. So if, like, say I wanted to put out a red ball, but the higher ups wanted to put out a blue ball, but I know that people want a red ball, they're getting a blue ball. I'm giving you blue balls. Anyway, that's just stupid. I haven't even drank much. Honestly, brandy and root beer goes very well. It literally tastes like root beer, or the definition of, say, a root beer. Like, I poured a decent amount of brandy in there. I mean, not like I'm gonna be fucking like just zonked. I didn't pour that much, but enough to feel it, I think. It's honestly really good because you have, I mean, I think it was a very smooth brandy, so I want to get the smooth carameliness of that with, ooh, thanks. My girlfriend resubbed for another month. I mean, I could have literally just gifted. Bruh. Stop it! Whatever. Anyways. What was I on? Was it? No, like, because you get the like caramel, because like root beer is like a caramely flavor, but then you mix it with a brandy that's also like caramel flavor, and it meshes well. And I think it like, if I would have screwed up if I were to like really mess up my mixture, I think it would have still taste good, because it's not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe put some like, I feel like if I put some like caramel or something extra, then it'll be like shit. I could drink like a gallon and not feel it. Something like that. Or put a little bit more vanilla. I think that might be it. Just like a little drop, because like if you put a little drop in there, then it's like good. Good. Root beer good. I like root beer. Root beer. But yeah. Yeah, I want to talk about some alcohol stories, because like I'm definitely one of those people that mixes by eye. And it I mean, it's the fun and the it's both the fun part and the bad part of when I like am making drinks. It's like, I know how much I want in there, but I just eyeball the fuck out of it. Pardon my language, but like, I just eyeball it. I could have like, shoot. I could have like a whole, like at least 2 shots in a drink, like the size of a mason jar, you know, of strong stuff, and be like, oh, this will be fine, knowing full well that it isn't. But the one time it really got to me was it? I'd have to check. I'd have to check the exact date, because it was either February 13th or February 14th. I want to make sure that I'm correct, because so it was Valentine's Day on 2020. I want to be sure about this. Where's February? That don't make no sense. That seems right. Oh, actually, that doesn't seem right. Oh, no, that's 21. Okay, 20. Yeah, this does make sense. Okay, so we got back on the 14th. So it was February 23rd, 13th, 2020. And yeah, I tell you what. I was in Minneapolis for MMEA. And for those that don't know, that's for Minnesota Music Education, whatever assembly, or I don't know. Because I was in college, that meant that it was a lot of the time that meant we were going to be playing, in the honor band or something like that. And of course I was in it. And that year, and a lot of us that were in the honor band were not like music education majors. It's mainly the conference is mainly for music educators and stuff, like people that are going to be music teachers and stuff like that, or have some sort of like that, niche, or have that knack for music, that classical music in like big orchestral bands and stuff like that, or even just like any kind of instrument. I would say any kind of instrument, just instrumental music, maybe vocals, but not really vocals. I could be wrong. I think there was vocals, so that does count. Because there actually, yeah, that actually does, because I do remember like people that I can tell you did not know how to play a goddamn instrument, or not really like, one of the, other than like piano or maybe guitar, they couldn't play an instrument proficiently. But, and that's beside the point. So me and a couple of guys that were me and my roommate, because we had to like pair up, I think in groups of 4. So me, one of my other horn buddies, and this other guy from our room, I think we were all of legal drinking age, or if the next room over, I can't remember. So at least 2 of us were, now that I think about it. So we got some of our pals all together, all of legal drinking age, and we all went to a bar, because that's like a group gathering of like the band and the choir. We're gonna go to this one exact bar. I'm not gonna say which one, because I don't want to. If they do it next year, whatever. They might do it again to the same one, but there was. I honestly don't remember the name of the bar. But it's like nearby the hotel that we stayed at. And when we've gone there the year before, but this year I didn't really have much to eat, and I was able to drink, so I drank. So what I had was like, I had an appetizer, because it was like spicy mozzarella sticks or something like that. I thought I was gonna get more food, but I'm like, oh, this will be enough. So at the bar, I had like 2 hard seltzers, I believe. And then we went to Target down the street. And the Target, as you can figure out, has a liquor store. So we went to the liquor store. And me and my friend I think we got a 6-pack of Mike's Hard. Or we got a pack of Mike's Hard. I don't know how many. I think it was a 6, maybe 12. I don't freaking remember. But we got a pack of Mike's Hard, a bottle of Svedka vodka, which, Jesus Christ, and some calorie-free blue Powerade. See, the Mike's Hard was the starter. So we got back. We played Cards Against Humanity. Started, just a more or less pre-game with a Mike's Hard. So I'm already like 3 drinks in, basically, or 2 technically, because hard seltzers, whatever. So I'm like 2-3 drinks in, and then that's when we start cooking out the vodka Powerade mix. So what I end up doing in the span of like less than 30 minutes, maybe 15. I don't know, 20, 15, 20, 20, 15, 20, 30 minutes. We had like cups. I want to take like an estimate. So like a regular cup, like if you're served like a lemonade. Not like a lemonade. Oh, when you go to like a fancy party, not it's bigger than like a martini, like a little martini one that you can like hold in a little palm, like in the crux of your fingers, a little bit bigger than that, where you kind of can hold it in your in the palm of your hand, but it's better to hold it like a cup. Hold the perimeter, the circumference of the cup. It's one of those. So I did, I think 4 or 5 of those, like kind of half vodka, half Powerade in that span of time, 15-20 minutes. The first, I didn't feel it until like 30-40 minutes later. I'm like, oh, I'm totally fine. I could, shit. It's like I'm walking in a straight line. I'm fine. And then I felt that I'm like, I'm a little bit weary. I can still, I know I'm like, I can feel like I'm a little wobbling, but like if I had to say walk in a straight line, I could do it. I had enough focus to know what I was doing. I was like just loose, more or less. And then we were just hanging out in the room. I'm on the bed, just like kind of lying down a little bit. And then all of it, like I put my head like kind of face down because I was a little tired. Just, you know, it's like late at night. It's like 10:30. 10:30, almost 11 at the time, and then all of a sudden I feel the whole like room move. I'm just like, uh-oh. I think it's kicking in. So I feel that for about like 15 minutes or so. It's about like 15 minutes, and I'm just like, every once in a while, it wouldn't be every like constantly. It would just be like a little bit, and I would spin like, and then I'd feel like, I'm turning like clockwise, and I'm just like in the same place. I'm like, maybe I should, and then I'm like, maybe I should go to the bathroom. I might be throwing up. And I start walking over. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm gonna throw up. So I started like walking, then running, then sprinting the last few like feet into the bathroom, and just started throwing up in the toilet. And this shit was like, it was clear, but the food that I ate, the appetizers that I ate at the restaurant was red. Like there was a lot of red food dye. So it was mostly clear, except for chunks of red. Like some little chunks here and there were red. And it looked like I was like puking up blood. I'm just like, oh. But even though I was like throwing up, I was like fully conscious of what was going on, because like I knew I wasn't like barfing blood up. Like I had the forethought to think, that's not blood. That's the food coloring. In that instant, I'm just like, yeah, I should probably sleep in here. And luckily enough, I mean, I did, and I felt better. I felt pretty okay. I had a little bit of a hangover, honestly. Not too bad, but like, yeah, I think that's the one and really only time I had a hangover or anything, and it wasn't that bad. But, you know, that's only me when I'm, young. And of course, you get older, that becomes less of a thing that you can do. As you get older, getting a hangover is not really the easiest thing to. Having a hangover isn't the easiest thing to get. Let me rephrase that. I'm just stumbling over for some reason. Getting a hangover isn't the easiest thing to get over. Having yeah. It's literally hangover that's throwing me off. Having a hangover isn't the easiest thing to get around. Close enough. without having to say over, which is a little weird. It's like me at the very end of the episodes where I'm like, used to it off the album. Use of the song used to it. You know, it feels like one of those situations. Check that off the bingo card. Off the bingo card of things that happen in an episode. Honestly, I feel like I should make a bingo card. Have it be kind of anonymous, but like I could like make I feel like I can make a bingo card of what I say in the show. Have like me saying something off topic, or like having to recollect myself to get back on topic. Have that be like one thing. Have like the free space be, I don't know, like the magic moment. I don't freaking know. Me pulling something good from that could be a spot. Me saying, what is it? Could be worse, could be raining. I mean, that one I don't think I really said much on here, but maybe I have. Flubbing up the intro / outro. That's one. Definitely. Just trying to think of other ones that I have, that I know of Lee have done. I feel like I could fit a bingo card to do that, though. I feel that. Me not responding to I can't really say me responding to a chat, because like, not to say anything about people in the live chat. I don't know. You know? I'll drink to that though. I think, okay, like drinking could be like one. Drinking could be one. But I think that's a low bar. I think at least like 3 times. 3 times, which I think that one was the 3rd time. Is like a good basis for like a bingo space. Something like that. Or me tangenting off of, Jesus, I need to think of like things that would work. But I feel like I could get away with it because, like, yeah, I'd be aware of it, but like I honestly could not remember a bingo card of things that I would say or do in the show. Like me, I don't know, looking over to the right because it's a different screen. Something technical flub up. I don't know. I feel like that could be a good bingo card. That would be a thing. But yeah. I thought I had a story about one of my buddies, but I forgot what it was. I literally can't remember. So you know what? I think it's time to open up a pack of magic cards. Or 2 or 3 or 4. So we're into the magic moment. I got a 4-sided die and 4 packs. I'm gonna roll and see which number I get twice, and whatever number I get twice is how many packs I'm gonna open. That's the usual rule. So I got a 4. That one was a 2. Next roll. 3. Oh shit, I'm not counting that one. That was kind of, dropped the die. 1. Oh my gosh, the next roll literally decides it. 3 packs. Okay. I'm gonna try and use these to decide it. Well, I'm opening the 3rd pack. The 2nd pack. And I guess the 1st pack. I'm just gonna open these 3. Freaking okay, whatever. So we got 2 draft boosters and a set booster here. That's fair enough. So I'm gonna open up the draft booster packs. 1st pack. I feel like the ones that they put in like individual ones have the order correctly. or at least for the set boosters. I know for the draft boosters they have them correct because they're drafts. But that's beside the point. Serpent Blade Assailant, Fatal Flourish, Scatter to the Source, Negate, War Historian. Ooh, something cool. Arrow Blast, whatever, Sanctifier, Infected Defector, Vanquish the Weak, Phyrexian Sensor, whatever, Scrappy Bruiser, Merciless Repurposing, Bonded Herd Beast, Invasion of Theros, okay, for the rare. Then behind it was, Fire Song and Sunspeaker, okay, for the Rugged Highlands on the end. Okay, all right, not bad. Okay, it's not great, not bad though. I think Vision of Theros isn't too extreme, but yeah, whatever. Hocus Pocus, See My Cards, Wildwood Escort, Traumatic Revelation, Hanger Scounger, or whatever, Disturbing Conversion, Infected Defector, Vanquish the Weak, Core Halberd, Render Inert, Sculpted Perfection, Nezumi Freewheeler. The flip card is Invasion of Vern. The rare, another $14 card, a Fairy Mastermind. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't get how he's worth that much, but okay. Whenever opponent draws their second card per turn, you draw a card. Okay, that's whatever. Whatever. Valda Keeper Flame. Ooh. Foil Heliod, Radiant Dawn. Actually, that's pretty good too. So this is a good pack. That was a good pack, actually. Not gonna lie. Very good pack, actually, you know, because of the Fairy Mastermind or whatever. I still don't understand how he's that much, but he is. Like 13, 14 bucks. The last time I checked, and that was a while ago. A little bit, at least. Does that mean it's correct? No, it's not, because why would it be? Shit like that? Yeah, sure. Pack trick, I guess, but I didn't get a land? Hocus Pocus. See My Cards. In focus. Hello? Sir. Sir. There we go. Vision of Lorwyn. Captive Weird. Mirror Shield Hopslate, whatever. Oracle of Tragedy. Negate. Stasis Field. Windscarred Crag. A token. Foil is Referee Squad. It looks pretty cool. Homunculus. The rare. Ooh, Mythic, it's Invasion of New Phyrexia. That's actually pretty good. I think that's like a $20 card. I'll have to check it, so I will. But that's a good one. That's a very good one to pull. Inga Rune Eyes. Time Merle, Chosen for Death. And Interdisciplinary Mascot. Okay. Invasion of New Phyrexia is actually pretty good because it has Teferi on the back. Let's go over and check how much that is. Did I misspell? Of course I would misspell something. Oh, it's saying like $5. Yuck, dude. Yuck. Cause I remember, I feel like it was like a lot more when it first released. Yeah, like 17. Yeah. I think it kind of mellowed out for sure, for sure. But for lightly paid to get it for like $6, it's not too bad. Not bad at all. That's not bad. But yeah, actually, let me check Fairy Mastermind now that I'm thinking about it. Because I do want to see. Oh, frick, I can't remember. Oh, I misspelled it. Okay. Oh, it's about $7, $7, $8. 6, $7. Not bad, not bad. Whatever. I mean, it's a good. I guess it's a good card, but yeah. Ow, fuck! I like popped a pimple on my knee before I started stream, and it's right on. Like, yeah, I said on my knee, right? Yeah. And it hurts, cause I think it's like definitely an ingrown. Ow, dang it! An ingrown hair. So like I kind of want to try and get that out because yeah, that really hurts. I remember back in middle school, one of the guys that I knew in like the play that I was doing and was Fiddler on the Roof, he had like a terrible ingrown hair on like in his knee, and he couldn't like do a lot of stuff. It was honestly kind of scary, not gonna lie. But the problem was he was one of the bottle dancers. And for those that don't really know with like Fiddler on the Roof, it was like that aren't familiar with the show or anything like that. Like the bottle dancers are in like the middle of like the wedding scene or whatever, but it is what the name says. They dance with the bottle on top of their heads, and they had to keep their balance with that bottle on their head. And I think during the performance, I only saw it drop once, but every time those guys got it good. But when one of the guy, there were like two of them, and they were the tallest fucker. Those two were the tallest motherfuckers. And they were the ones that were basically told to do it. And it was funny. But one of them, I've already talked before, but the other guy, he had this like a terrible ingrown hair in his knees, so he couldn't like do it half the time. And it was like kind of close to performance when we started doing shows that it really got bad. So like he had it down pat, and I think the bottle that fell was from him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be absolutely wrong. But even then, I don't think the bottle shattered, so good. I think it only shattered in practice, because if it did it during a performance, we use literal glass bottles, so if one broke, we would have been yeah, not very good. But no, I still remember that, and I'm just like, every time I get an ingrown hair, I think about it. And he literally had to just like sit out because like he was going through so much pain. And I can't relate that much, but like I can't like directly relate to that how much pain he was in, but like he was like on stuff and he was still feeling it. Yeah. Oh. I think I really didn't start like mixing drinks until like I think I really didn't start into drinking until I really started streaming, because I mean I would drink every once in a while, but like I really, even now I don't really like, if I have the time I have the time, and if I don't, I just don't want to do it. I don't do it too often. When I do, it's just like I get enough. I don't like getting like too, too into it, because then you get drunk, and I don't want to have a repeat. I mean, it sucked, but I just don't want to have a repeat of that, because that was bad. Only one bad experience, but I still remember it. It's so funny. It's funny, and I have good fond memories of it, but like I wouldn't want to do that again. I mean, shit, would I? Honestly, yeah. 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 I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably do that shit again. But I mean, in a safe space, because we were in like a safe space. We were in a hotel room, so if like I was close to a bathroom, there was people, like enough people in the room that if shit went sideways, we had someone to like we had people to do stuff, but we were fine. That was fun. But I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to have to do it. Only unintentionally, I feel like. Yeah. But I still can't drink like Powerade, because like I still get like that weird aftertaste. I'm like, I know this one. I'm not doing it. Or like Gatorade too. I think it's really the sugar-free stuff that I just can't. Like sugar-free Gatorade, like that's just, I feel like like I get it, but like that feels like a sin against God. I don't know, because like it just tastes funny. I mean, I get it, no sugar, whatever, but like when it feels like an assault to your taste buds, like a practical joke on your taste buds, now that's not good. That's not good. I understand that, like, if you're watering it down, that makes sense. Like again, like a Gatorade or something like that. Totally fine, because like that shit can be strong. I agree. But like the sugar-free stuff just doesn't. I don't get it. Like you're on some goofy stuff. And I think that also kind of reckons back to like to Kool-Aid, because you have like those Kool-Aid pouches, but I don't know if it was like jammers or if there's specific sugar-free ones or something like that. I know that they do make sugar-free Kool-Aid pouches, but or like like kind of like Capri Suns, more or less. But when we got those, I just wanted to kill myself. They were not good, especially like if it was like a cherry flavor. It's like, nope, 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 no, 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 nope, nope. Sugar-free cherry Kool-Aid jammers or whatever the heck. No, 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 just period. No, they're not good. It just tastes like, and you could like get them cold and they still would taste funny. It still would taste like warm somehow. Like I feel like you could like freeze those things, or freeze like a one of those, and it would still taste warm and just like off. Yeah, no, not at all. It's not even black cherry too. It's just like regular cherry. It's like, dude. Like, I get black cherry supposed to be more like bitter, but like it would make black cherry seem white, like pretty light. I don't know what, like just like a regular cherry, whatever that would mean, like a sugar, right? There's something there, but I don't know what I'm trying to grab at or reach for. But that's the main. I hope I'm getting my point across. This alcohol, I think this alcohol might be getting to me a little bit. I don't think so, but it could be. Yeah. I think, yeah, I don't know when the last time I drank. Now I'm just trying to think the last time I had something to drink because it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. I mean, I mainly because I am physically a lightweight, and how infrequent I am kind of just dispositioned to be a lightweight. I mean, I can put shit down if I needed to and wanted to. Would I advise doing it? No. I just don't feel like that. Like I can definitely handle this and do it again and do it again and probably start feeling it then. Or what I'm drinking now, I could probably do 2 more and then I'd really start feeling it. Would I want to? No. No. And I'd probably really start feeling it on the 3rd one. And of course, it's also like saying like how fast I'm drinking it, how, because that's a big factor when you're doing that sort of stuff. But I don't think. I feel like it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm doing good. But yeah. I've been working hard though. I don't really want to talk about work because like then we talk about client stuff and I don't really want to do that and it just kind of feels bad. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like I want to do that. But literally right before I was about, the one thing I will say though, I was about to leave work last Friday. About to leave work. Basically, kind of didn't do a whole lot that day, really the whole week. I mean, I did stuff, some days because like I was just on or wanting to get stuff done. But like overall, it was just kind of a boring week last week. And then all of a sudden, I think Friday afternoon on until like Monday afternoon, maybe Tuesday, like holy crap. We were busy. We were busy. And I was about to leave on Friday afternoon about like 3-4 o'clock, my usual time. I got in a little early or what. I don't remember what. I was leaving, just about to leave. And then my supervisor calls and he's like, hey, can you set up 11 wireless handheld mics in this room? And me and my coworker that was like there looked at each other and basically like kind of like gave a collective sigh and more or less just under our breath said, fuck. Cause yeah, that's a lot in a very short amount of time. In very short notice too. So we set that up. It took us about like an hour ringing them out. We compressed the living crap out of them. For those that know some audio stuff, we compressed the living shit out of it. It was good. So like you could theoretically be far away from the mic, it would still pick it up. Or you could be like right on top of it and it would still kind of more or less be the same. Obviously there'd be a difference in level because duh. But the difference between like a whisper and someone yelling was a lot less noticeable. I mean, you could audibly tell the difference. Or like I think in the vibe you can tell the difference, but like audibly, I feel like the difference was like very minimal, which is good, especially for what we were trying to do. And I mean that worked. But then the next day for that exact same room, we had to basically change the whole room, set up a little bit because one thing that does tend to happen is Because of the pandemic, I think it's really gotten into fashion of doing like hybrid meetings where you do in person and online. And the people online want to be able to hear what's going on in the room, and the people that are in the room want to hear what's going on online. But you don't want the online to be picking themselves up in the room. So there's like this whole system to do it, and like this whole way that you do it is basically called a mix minus, where you take what you have in your mix, you know, what you're sending out into the room. You take what you want from that, or you take what you don't want from that and just don't have it in there, but then have that be sent off in a separate bus that would go out to whatever source that you need it for. That's the essential of what it is. Just in a nutshell. Yeah. I mean, not really a whole lot to go over there, but yeah. Yeah. And in practice, you know, it takes time to know how to do that, and knowing what to do and for stuff like that. And I learned, like, me and my other coworker who's a little more knowledgeable about like some audio stuff than I did. Like we basically used it as like more or less a teaching, just teaching stuff and just like going over things and making sure that like I knew how to do stuff and doing this and that, making sure the routing was right. But yeah, it was not fun. And like the next day we had just like all hell breaking loose. We had like a separate group bringing in their own equipment to set up for the main conference room. We had the whole like meet separate thing with that, the whole they just talked about. We had that going on, then we had other stuff going on in different rooms. So like it was basically eventually three of us just like kind of like ping ponging and just going back and forth and trying to see what issues were happening and trying to like put out fires here and there. It was crazy. And it still kind of happened on Monday, but then I think around Tuesday it really kind of stopped, which is good because like it was like halfway through the event more or less. And I think we were all just like, yeah, cool, this is fine. We're done. We're through the halfway point. I think we can relax now. And that's good. I always like it when events, I think the first day of like an event, that especially if they use like different rooms and stuff like that, for those that work, that sort of stuff. The first day tends to be, and for a multi-day event, always is the most stressful because like people don't know what the hell's going on. And once you get to like the second, third day, people are like, okay, like even the presenters know like, yeah, we know what's going on. We know the flow. We know the schedule. Yeah, they can talk over, under, whatever, which this or that. But the overall vibe is like, hey, we know what the hell's going on, which is good. We get the vibe, and we understand what's happening. And I love that sort of stuff because then it makes it more efficient. Then it's like, hey, we can get out of here faster if you do this and then blah, 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 blah. I mean, it also helps to have like a practice time set up, but not for all events because you want to have them at a good freaking time. And I'm not saying like, I'm not singling out any single group that I've ever worked it with or are going to work with, but you know, you want to have it at times that people want to either A, be up, or B, they're going to be working the event. Or you want to have it in advance, but you don't want to be spending too much time doing it, and you don't want to be having it at just some weird freaking hour. You want to get it done. You don't want to have it to be too long or too short. And you want to make sure that your shit works and that your flow goes right. You don't want to be, I mean, if you have to go through a whole slideshow, which does happen a lot of times where people like go through their whole like slideshows and stuff like that. I mean, they don't do like their whole freaking presentation because like sometimes like you're not going to spend 2 hours going through your speech when the sound check is like an hour long. Like you're not going to be doing that. But like going through his stuff, like especially if there's videos and stuff like that, which does occur quite a bit. But getting that to work and making sure that, oh, these slides are going right, making sure like if they have like notes in front of them that they're able to see it. That's a big thing. And of course, like we do stuff on our end to make sure, that that goes smoothly and goes quickly, because like say for like notes and stuff like that, you know, we have like, you know, you can have like paper notes, you can use your computer, you can use your, like sometimes people use like separate TV screens to see what they're actually doing because like they want to walk around. And it looks kind of more professional. And then that's, you know, in like big events, they do that. Like for shows and stuff like that, they do that. Like for the Emmys and stuff, like for award shows, they most certainly do that. I mean, they probably have it more like with the teleprompter on like camera, stuff like that, but they do that. They do that. Exactly that. So people know what the hell's going on. And it's good to like, especially like if you have like multiple, you know, cameras or whatever, you want to know what's going on behind you and what's going on in the room. If you're like, you're being filmed or something like that, you want to know, because it's better to know than not to. But yeah. That's enough about work. I'm honestly gotta stop about that, because like no. I mean, yeah, I might stuff here and there, but whatever. Oh, I should probably take a drink, but it tastes good though. The brandy and root beer tastes really good. Not gonna like. I'll say it again. It's good. Oh, you know what? I might roll. I might open up that other pack. I feel like it. And who's gonna stop me? No one, because I'm gonna do it. Because I'm a goober. I'm gonna do it. Excuse me. Wait. Yeah. Let's do it. I had like a mental thought. I'm like, should I? Yeah. No. Yes. And of course, this pack doesn't want to open, so that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh boy. It's your boy. Fucking Heliod with the art card. And somehow this is upside down? Oh, that worked. Alright. Hocus pocus. Focus on my card. Focus. See my cards and focus. I don't think it will. I think that might be a sign. But no, I have to open it. I already kind of got the packaging off. Hello? There it goes. Alright. So, Vision of Eldraine. Harried Artisan. Kami of Whispered Hopes. Storm the Seed Core. Placid Rottentail. Enduring Bond Warden. Crystal Carapace. Tranquil Cove. Incubator Token. The foil is Sunder the Gateway. Behind it is... Ooh, Borgerbus. I mean, it's a mythic, but I cannot... I don't know how... I don't know. Well, behind that was Brunaclad. Tentacor. This is a good card. I like it. So two pretty okay. I mean, they're not like game breaking, but they're pretty good. And then behind that, a literal set, set booster exclusive cards, because I guess is Rowan's Talent. So that's pretty good. Good way to end it. Honestly, not gonna lie. I think the one thing I'm looking for in the whole thing is Ragavan. He's just an expensive monkey. I want the expensive monkey. Because that would be fun. But yeah. I think, yeah. Whatever. 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 3,000. Forever, ever. Oh my! It's like why did I have the thought? It's like why do I remember talking about Andre 3000? No, we talked about him at work for some reason. I don't know how it came up, but we just did, and it was funny. Huh? And it just like snapped in my brain again. I'm like, what and why? No, 3000. Oh, it was about like something about there was a Key and Peele bit about Andre 3000. I can't remember what the other guy's name is from Outcast at like a coffee shop, like kind of confronting each other more or less. But it was kind of funny. And we just kind of like went off the rails as usual. But you know, that's how it be. You know what I think? I think it's time to end it here. So thank you for listening, watching, doing whatever you do. You know, that cool stuff. Thank you to the band Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. I know they're starting to do, you know, gigs and shows and stuff. I don't know when the next one I'm going to be able to see as of right now, but I am going to try to make it to one of their shows, hopefully soon when they come down from Fargo Moorhead, so I can actually go somewhere in the cities. But when they do, I'm gonna be there for sure, dude. For sure, dude. I know they're recording some stuff. I last year they did play something when I went for one of their things. They played something new that I don't think they recorded, but it was like a premiere, I think. So hopefully that one comes. I don't know if that one's been recorded yet, but I feel like they might have. But they're getting, you know, they're working on their next album, so I'm not gonna, whatever. And that making an album takes more than a day. Duh. Rome wasn't built in a day. An album was built in a day. So yeah. I think, yeah, I already. Oh, I was gonna say my boss from my supervisor made like a podcast too. I'll remember it next week. I'll bring it next week because as like a little like, hey, because I forgot the name. I know what it is on the tip of my tongue, but I don't want to fudge up the name, and I don't want to look it up right now. No offense, but I don't want to look it up right now. But from what he was talking about, it's like it sounds very interesting. And honestly, given that I think he's going to a new job, I want to, you know, give him a little shout. Because, like, you know, game recognized game. Gotta do that. So anyways, thank you guys for listening, watching, doing whatever you do. And yeah, it's been real fun. But looking at the time right now, it is not midnight here anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah, we're just when I needed you. I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah.